Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com.
Thank you for taking time to cruise in for Car Club Talk with Robert, Randy, and Dana.
Good morning.
And welcome to our home in the Lone Star Community Radio Studios house here in Conroe Tower, right across the lobby from the City Council chambers. And I see they brought in some snacks over there, so they must be doing a lunch meeting or something. You know what? We are, as I mentioned, in the Lone Star Community Radio Studios. We are also in the county that is recognized as the birthplace of the official flag of the Lone Star State. I'm Randy Weldon, along with Robert Helmer, who's missing in the studio today, but we do have Dana Pritchard. And sequestered back in the sound booth/safe room is our sound engineer and producer, Dick Schischler. We are broadcasting on Lone Star Community Radio I said that wrong, Lone Star Community Radio on FM 104.5 and 106.1. Or we can be streamed worldwide at irlonestar.com. If you're looking specifically for our show, you can get us at irlonestar.com/CCCT, or we can be streamed on Facebook or YouTube.
Those are for the Globetrotters.
Yeah, those are for those that are outside the listening area. That's right. That is correct. Hey, you know, this past weekend was TWCC, and we are at the end of a quarter. Every quarter, the charity changes. But this past quarter, who has the charity been at TWCC or for Market Street?
Yeah, it's an organization called Mosaics, and they provide mental health services and substance abuse services for people in our community who need it. And it's a fairly new organization, but I think that it's good that they had the exposure at Market Street with us because a lot of the nonprofits who are pretty much homegrown don't have a lot of government funding, assistance or big corporate entity assistance. So it's nice to be able to give exposure to them, and raise money for this nonprofit.
Well, yeah, considering what we just saw here recently happen in Charlotte, North Carolina, where, we had somebody that clearly is mentally, he had some sort of mental issues that killed a little gal that immigrated here from Ukraine. It's good to have some organization in our community that helps people. They're directing people, right, to the right area for mental health, for work on mental health, right?
Yeah, and there are a lot of them, but this one, how they combine the substance abuse, because a lot of times mental health and substance abuse go hand in hand. And a lot of people don't realize that. It's almost like you could work on your mental health, but if you have a substance abuse problem, then that's another whole, aspect of it that needs very specific help.
Yeah, you hear it all the time, where people have a chemical addiction, right? I can remember I first heard that when they were talking about Alcoholics Anonymous and the fact that there was a chemical addiction to the alcohol component of this thing, but it's the same if it's some sort of some sort of prescription drug or any other drug, especially if it's stuff like opioids and stuff like that. You've got a different chemical dependence on that. So,
Yep, and September was Mental Health Awareness Month, so it was good to have them out. And like I said, it's just a great organization, a lot of nice people, and, they're volunteering their time as well. And in this day and age, a lot of people do need to know that it's okay, that if you're not feeling okay. And so I'm just glad that we were able to contribute, from the Woodlands Cars and Coffee for a cause.
Well, at the end of the day, though, everybody that comes out, that brings their car out and makes a donation, even with people, we've had people show up that
just spectators.
They haven't brought a car out, they're just making donations. And some of the businesses have made very large donations to our cause there, or TWCC. But that money, 100% of the proceeds of that go back into these charities.
It goes into the charities and helps us be able to donate not just to the charities that Market Street picks, but to also other nonprofits throughout the year. And the funds help us be able to put on the event. So when you're saying, usually they take a portion of the proceeds, donate it back. And that's just what we do. Just like Market Street, the money that's collected in the parking meters, they take a portion of those proceeds and they donate it back to the charity. Everybody who makes a donation on those Sundays for our event, we take a portion of those proceeds and we donate it back to the charity. But the money goes back to many different nonprofits other than the ones Market Street selects, such as our spotlight charity, Hands Up Justice, who has been with us all year long, the human trafficking organization.
Yeah, we need to get those folks in here. I know we had that one lady in here.
Yeah, Dawn.
And I think the other gentleman's name's Jeff. We need to get him in here because he brought a male component into this. And I talked to him about that a month or so ago. Just so everybody knows, though, that we do TWCC the first Sunday of every month. Rain or shine, we've been out there, sleet or snow.
Sometimes we'll cut out early if the rain is continuous and no end in sight, but pretty much we're there. Right?
That's pretty unusual. A lot of times we'll just go inside and drink coffee. If somebody shows up, hey, we're there. But TWCC, we got in a little discussion on this past weekend, stands for the Woodlands Cars and Coffee.
The Woodlands, TWCC, the Woodlands Car Club, and then our event is the Woodlands Cars and Coffee for a Cause.
Which, as you explained, you got to get in your car to go get your coffee.
So it's cars before coffee.
Right. And as I tried to explain, I brew my coffee and go get in my car. So it's...
Yeah, but we're going to an event where the coffee is.
You're right.
We're driving to the Starbucks.
Right. I lost that argument with you. So it is the Woodlands Cars and Coffee event. And
our passion is more about cars than it is coffee. So those are where it originated from.
But you started this in 2009.
Yeah, 2009, the event, we were celebrating our 8-year anniversary for the Woodlands Car Club. And Market Street was only a couple of years old. We had 2 full-blown car shows there already. So I thought it would be a nice backdrop to have a morning gathering.
It's a very nice little quaint gathering for everybody. It's very laid back. We very rarely have anybody that drives through there fast, that launches hard, that does anything. You don't get a burn.
Well, people respect our event, I think. We've built a trust with the community and with our enthusiasts, and they know that they're coming out to have a good time.
But if not, we've usually got the off-duty police officers on site, and we get them to pull their tasers.
Oh, they're on duty, but that's just...
we get them to pull their tasers out. They tase somebody. They take them down. We put it on YouTube. Have a good time with it. No, we haven't done it yet. But no, the event itself, all that money goes to the charities. And over the years since 2009, how much money has this raised in conjunction with Market Street?
It's well over $165,000.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is, because if we're averaging about, I want to say, almost $5,000 a year, give or take, and sometimes it could be more if we're doing other events, which I think I mentioned the last show that we made a donation to the animal organization, Operation Pets Alive. And it's organizations like that in our community that it's nice if we have the funds to be able to share information on their organizations and also be able to donate to.
So over $165,000, all going back into the community that we live in.
And over 75 charities too.
Well, and to be able to do that with our cars. That's the important part of this.
That's why our motto is using our cars to get back to our community, because it's sharing our passion that we have for our vehicles, our blood, sweat, and tears into those vehicles, and just knowing that we can drive out to Market Street, show them off. The community loves the cars, and the nonprofit gets the benefit of exposure, and they get the donations, and people get to feel that joy of a simpler time, such as a lot of these cars, the classic ones I'm talking about. But even the newer cars, just to have everybody brought together. Doesn't matter what age you are, what kind of car you have. It's just a sense of community and just giving back, from their passion.
Well, and just so everybody's clear, this is all done with volunteers. And so like every one of us that show up out there, it's all volunteer. Nobody's getting paid a penny. We don't need to. We love being out there. It's kind of our Sunday morning church, really. But the getting out there early, and we get up at 5 o'clock, or I get up at 5 o'clock to be there by 6. You arrive a little bit earlier than that. But the the event itself, it's just a pure joy to be out there. And you've even got high school kids lined up to come out and volunteer because they've got their passion for the cars too.
Yeah, sometimes we have high school and middle school kids that come out and want to volunteer. And I think it's great because it gets them started early and something they can connect with. A lot of times they shy away from, charities or nonprofits or volunteering. They think it's a chore. Maybe they don't really understand it. But if they feel passionate about something such as, the car, the automotive world, and maybe they see their dad or grandpa had a vehicle, or old truck or old car, or they just, a shiny car, it just piques their interest. And then that's how it starts.
So yeah, I think this past weekend you had a new volunteer. I didn't get to talk to him, but am I right?
No, he's been a volunteer for about a year now with us.
Well, I've missed that for a year.
Yeah, he was I think a 7th grader. Now he's in 8th grade. Levi, but yeah, his brother was in the Woodlands Automotive Enthusiast Car Club from the Woodlands High School, and now he's off to college, and so he kind of instilled in his younger brother, hey,
you need to go do
come to Market Street, and Levi's been great. He helps me take pictures. He thanks everybody for coming out, counts the parking spaces for me. So he's been wonderful.
How old is Levi?
Levi, he's in 8th grade now, I believe. So
I have no
junior high school.
Okay, I have to. I can't remember that far back.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what I do remember. I can remember when we had a guy come out that was 14 years old, qualified for his SCCA license, driver's license, right? And he went on to become a professional car driver. That's what he is. He's a race car driver to this day on the professional circuit, LQ Dell. And you look at that, and he started coming out to TWCC. He grew up in a family who were car enthusiasts, but he's taken it to a whole nother level. But any of these people coming out, I mean, no telling where they can end up.
And he and his friends were actually my customers from Woodlands Performance and Suspension going back to the early 2000s. The Fast and the Furious was the big hit back then. Yep. And, those early days of the Woodlands Car Club, when we were meeting across from the Woodlands Mall in 2001, 2, 3, 4, and they were all in high school. And it's just neat to see some of these kids that grow up, in the college or started their careers, and now they're coming back to our event to give back.
Yep.
And share their passion. It's just amazing, what we see through generational aspect of it all.
It's good to see it evolving and carrying on into generations. So.
Yep, and we see how many other car events there are since 2001.
They're all over the place.
They're all over the place, but we were the first car club in the Woodlands, and with a charitable aspect to it. And we're going to be celebrating next year is 25 years. From 2001 we started.
I went to school in Conroe. I need a calculator for that type of stuff.
Yes, 25 years it'll be next year. So that's a long time to still be around and be successful as far as people understanding and really understanding what our mission is.
Yep.
It's not just a gathering. It's about using our cars to give back, in any way we can, big or small. You never know when you're going to need somebody's help. And I think this event really ties in everything: the community, our cars, our passion, nonprofits, and small businesses.
Yep, it does. It ties it all together.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of the cars, we've got car shows coming up. I know on the 20th, we've got the Wild Horse Mustang Car Club show, which is over in Silsbee, Texas.
What day is that? The 20th?
The 20th is a Saturday.
Okay.
And then on the 27th, which is a Saturday, over in Humble, Northside Mustang Car Club's putting on a show at the Hooters over there. The money from those shows, that goes to charity. Same thing. All proceeds go to charity, volunteers at both shows. And then we've got on, I believe it's October 11th, the Mustang Club of Houston has their annual fall car show. And again, all charities and proceeds after that. I can't talk today. That all goes to charity as well.
And there's a couple other events going back to September 21st at Pure Green, which is one of our Mustang enthusiasts. Pure Green in Aldenbridge in the Woodlands. They've been holding Cars and Coffees, and they are having one September 21st at 10 a.m. And so we love going there because...
So Sunday morning at 10 a.m.? Okay.
Sunday morning, 10 a.m. We love supporting small businesses, especially if they're enthusiasts. So that's great. Rick and Lisa, who Pure Green in the Woodlands and Alden Bridge. And then on the 27th, Tomball is doing an event called Groove Fest, and we're looking for 15 cars, specialty cars, to be on display. I know it coincides with the Hooters show, but for those who aren't going to be at
What day is that?
September 27th on Saturday.
Oh, on Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's people that won't go all the way to Humble, so it doesn't matter. There's enough
Yeah,
to
if
go
you want to go
around.
to Tomball for a few hours and join the event, have your car on display, RSVP, contact me, and I can get you set up. They'll give a top 2 awards on stage out of the 15 cars. So it's just something community-oriented. They really wanted to partner with an established, reputable car affiliation. So they chose the Woodlands Car Club. I'm very proud of that. And so I hope we can pull together 15 cars. I think we have about 12 spots left. And then also Sunday the 28th, we're partnering with the Woodlands Township. And they are holding a softball game between the firefighters and law enforcement. And they do this every year. And this will be the second year they're adding a car show element to it. So it's a free, fun family day. They're going to have hot dogs and drinks. And they just want about 40, 50 cars to come out. And they'll be giving some top awards. It's going to be at Aldenbridge Sports Park on 242. So that's September 28th on Sunday.
I remember that event from last year.
Yeah, and that's going to be from 4 to 7 p.m. So you can still do whatever you want to do Sunday. And then 4 o'clock, come out to the...
Those are more like my hours there. Afternoon time.
Yeah. So but I'll be making posts about these 2 events also.
Okay. What about this one here?
That's the one I was just
That's the one you were talking about.
Hot roads and
home
runs.
and home runs.
Yeah,
Okay.
from the Woodlands Township. I'm very excited that they wanted to partner with us, the Woodlands Car Club. And they're looking for some specialty vehicles to come out, 40, 50 cars, RSVP only, free hot dogs, free food, as long as they last. And they really want to have some nice cars on display.
So how do they RSVP?
They can RSVP to Dana, me, 281-217-2912, or they can get a hold of me on Facebook under the Woodlands Car Club.
281-217.
2912.
2912.
Yep. Or just look up Dana from the Woodlands Car Club.
So that's for hot rods and home runs if they
Yep.
want to reserve there. What about the one in Tomball?
Yeah, the one in Tomball, same thing. Text me, picture of your car if you're able to attend from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. If you can't stay all the time, that's fine. You can leave earlier. But they just want to have about 15 cars on display at their special event called Groove Fest.
Okay.
There's going to be live bands. It's a little festival they're doing.
And then the same thing is going to be true if we have a high school student or a middle school student who wants to volunteer at TWCC. They call Dana,
Mm-hmm. Then call Dana.
right, at
Mhm.
281-217-2912. All right, well, very good. Listen, we've got to get out of here and kind of give some station recognition. Before we go, we're actually recording this on September 11th. It will air on the 15th. But I just wanted to mention that my brother and sister, they're twins. Their birthday is today. So, and I'm older than dirt, but they're almost as old as me. So, hopefully, though, they don't catch up.
Yep. And happy birthday to Philip's daughter, Marissa, who passed away. So,
I remember Marissa.
yes, September 11th is a big day for a lot of things. And
Yep.
thinking about our my hometown people in New York. So
There you go. I was talking to somebody in New York before I walked in the studio here. So.
and Pennsylvania.
Yeah, well, I'm from Pennsylvania, so that's special to me.
Yep.
Well, listen, let's get out here and get some station recognition. This is Cruisin Car Club Talk on Lone Star 104.5 and 106.1 FM. Or for those of you who have wandered outside the listening area, we can be streamed around the globe at irlonestar.com. Specifically getting to our show, it's irlonestar.com/CCCT. We are also on YouTube and on Facebook. And we'll be right back.
Yep.
Every Friday, tune into Texas Ticket on Conroe's 104.5 and 106.1 FM with Armando Nino of Gold Lake Conroe, focusing on Montgomery County area events and places. Get a feel of the Texas spirit at the event, paired with guest and vendor interviews, event coverage, and ticket giveaways, and so much more. Join us Fridays and punch your Texas ticket. For more information on the show, visit irlonestar.com/Texas Ticket.
We are back and appreciate you spending time to cruise in for Car Club Talk with Robert, Randy, and Dana. Robert is missing, but we've got Dana. And we've got in the studio with us the guys from Bespoke Auto Pros. If you would introduce yourself, please.
Sure. Jason Huckabay, one of the owners.
And Tim Mecalis, one of the owners.
All right. We appreciate you guys taking time to come into the studio today. We were talking just before we started recording, and you guys have a couple of businesses, but one of them is you're building automotive garages, and that kind of got you into what you're doing now, or you were looking for another business, or how?
Tell us how you got started.
Sure. So, we have a project on 105 where we're going to build some garage condos, and in front of that, we have some commercial space, and we thought we'd be really good if we had a shop that catered to the car community, since we think a lot of the garage condo owners are going to be car enthusiasts. And so we originally were going to purchase a franchise to put into that location so that we could, service the customers of the garage condos. And then after an extensive search, we just didn't really find a franchise that fit our needs. And so we thought, we can't find what we're looking for in the marketplace, so we're going to go ahead and build it.
Well, franchises are great, right? Because you get to find out how much of your profits are taken on a monthly basis.
That is correct. Yeah. So you have someone telling you what to do and asking you to pay them for it. So
I want to know their background and how they get started on this, because it's a niche kind of.
Oh, for sure. So, my background is in business in general. I've owned businesses my whole life. My first one was mowing yards in middle school, right? And which I think most people probably did something similar to that.
I did that exact same thing.
So we took it to another level, though, and we built a trailer that had bicycle tires that I attached to my bicycle so that I could take the mower, the weed whacker, and the edger all over the neighborhood. And we mowed around 50 yards a week as a 12-year-old. And so, so just always had that entrepreneurial spirit, owned companies in college. As an adult, the companies I owned were largely computer or technology related. But I've always been a car person, always loved cars. Growing up, we didn't have a lot of fun toys like that. So that was one of my goals as an adult, was to, have the toys, the cars, the motorcycles, the ATVs, the boats, all the things that kids wish they had. And so
big boy toys.
Big boy toys, exactly. And so, we're kind of at a point in our life now where, we have the time and the energy and the resources that we want to, combine our passion with our work. And so that's where Bespoke Auto Pros came from.
All right. So,
But then we have the other partner. How did you get started?
Tim, go ahead.
Oh, so my background is a little different than Jason. We were raised pretty much very similar, but I went into the military around 20 after deciding college wasn't quite the avenue I should be taking, and spent 17 years in the Air Force. And then from there, it's took that knowledge and kind of discipline and processes and, just the mission kind of come first mentality into the business world, where I got into healthcare consulting. It's where I met Jason. We worked for a couple of different projects, and then I joined a company that he owned there for a few years before they sold it. We've just always had conversations around doing something more in line with our passions than just, really paying the bills. And so we started talking about different avenues. He brought up the garage project that he has on 105 and what would complement that. And he bought a really nice car one day, and he was like, you know what, I really should get this protected or PPF'd. And we started calling around and trying to figure out, some of the local shops. And I didn't really like what we heard from the customer experience perspective. And so that's when we started talking about, well, how can we take what we both do in the private sector, and with business, and turn it into getting us around what we love, which is cars and motorcycles and boats and all the fun things in life, we've worked so hard to be able to enjoy.
It's awesome.
So when you start looking at at getting the car protected, you probably started realizing this is expensive.
It can be. It can be, but if you've bought a car lately, they're not getting any cheaper.
They're not getting cheaper.
Right.
Regardless, it might look expensive to get it protected, but when you realize the amount of time that's put in, the quality of the product that's being used, stuff like that, you start realizing, okay, there may be some profit in here, but there's a lot of actually love and care that has to be put into doing this right.
Correct.
And if it's not, it's just not worth it. You got to find the right person to do it.
A lot of passion.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of the people that work in this industry they would consider themselves artists, right? When
They really do.
they really love your car as much as you do.
Yeah.
Which is actually one of the slogans that we have when we talk to customers. We're car people. We know you love your car because we love our car. And so, I want someone to take care of my baby, and if you entrust your baby with me, I'm going to take care of it just like it's my own.
So we were talking, though, before the show that there are a lot of people in this industry who do this type of protection. And you said that you didn't like what you were hearing too much about the customer experience. So how are you using all of that to say what does make you different? Because there are a lot of people who do this type of work. So what makes you different?
They've got shirts that match.
We've got
We have matching shirts. There you go.
I think a lot of it is actually kind of one of the other conversations we were having before we got on air was what went into the name, right? Bespoke. You talk to people about what bespoke means to them, and one of the things that we were hearing, we were trying to see how could we make it ours? Like, we wanted to do this, we want to do that, and some of the we don't really do that, or no, we can't do that. Like, this is our package, right? We do these things, and being bespoke is you come in with your car, say you love to track your car, and you want to do these extra things that may be outside of the normal package. Great. Like, we will look at it. We will work with you to make sure it meets your need and just doesn't fall into a cookie cutter. Here's a menu. You're going to just pick this one thing. We're going to do that. We want to be able to work with our customers and really understand their need. Part of our background from healthcare consulting was going into large organizations and understanding what is their problem. Like, what are we trying to solve? And so taking that mentality to our customers within this space and really talking to them about their specific need, and having the team right now, our team has over 30 years of experience in the industry. So there's not many things we can't do or figure out how to do it by working directly with you and having that one-on-one conversation.
So give us an example of what that would look like.
So if you come into our shop and you're not just walking up to a counter, and I won't mention the name of any other like general business, right? But when you walk in, it's more of you come in and sit down. Like, think of it as a true concierge kind of a thing. You come in, you can sit down, you can have a conversation with us. We ask you, what are your goals? What do you do with your car? Like, do you go to car shows? Do you go to track days? Are you competing? Like, a lot of people in the industry who are enthusiasts, they want to take their Corvette, their Porsche, their Ferrari, and may go to a concourse. Like, what are you trying to get out of that so that we can help you meet that need and that goal? We want to be there with you on that journey. So
As far as what work, though?
Oh, paint correction. Like, we do full paint correction. So you come in and say you bought a car, even maybe bought a brand new car. So if you've seen some of the paint jobs these days on brand new cars, they're not as great as they used to be. And so right off the bat, you might want to get it fully paint corrected, no swirls, no scratches. Maybe they washed it a few times on the lot and didn't do it the right way and got those scratches in there.
Oh yeah, then it's the make ready that gets the scratches in the car.
Exactly. Yeah. So and then putting the PPF on and protecting it from there, and then doing the ceramic coating so that everything beads off. It's and even from the window tint, right? The interior, especially we live in Houston, Texas. It's 160 degrees inside that car on a daily basis. Whether you want to go dark with a true tint, or if you just want to put the clear protection film around the windows because maybe you don't like the tint look, it still has that nano ceramic in it to help protect the heat on the inside. Keep all of that off of the interior, the leather, the vinyl, your dash, to keep it from fading. It's doing that level of work to protect not only the exterior but the interior side of the car.
Is the on the tint, is it still like an 80%, whatever they call that, where
It can only be so dark.
not the darkness, but
The 100% UV protection.
yeah, the heat or whatever.
Yeah, we actually we'll have a display that you can actually see, but yeah, there's a certain percentage that, depending on which level of tint, because the manufacturers, and we're an Expel authorized dealer and sponsored shop, so our folks have gone to Expel, they're certified to put it in. We'll have displays that show the heat lamps and what is like the different types or levels of tint that you can do to show that protection.
I mean, on my vehicles, right, they gave me that option. It's like, you can get this tint or you can get this one that like repels like 80% of the heat or whatever. It brings the heat down. And
It does.
Ceramic.
And like you said, we live in Houston, Texas. It hasn't gotten any cooler in the last 10 years, right?
Yeah,
Has
it has
not.
not.
And it's like, now give me the 80% stuff. That's what I
Right.
want. Yes.
Jason, you were going to say something?
Oh, well, no, I was just going to speak to the customer experience. So, most of us, if you're a car person, you're probably good to go to, a random shop get some work done. I had some parts blasted for a car I'm rebuilding recently, and the place that I took it to, I don't think my wife would walk into. Right, she wouldn't unlock the door in front of the building, right? But they did fantastic work. Yeah. There is a barrier for some people. For example, my wife, she just got a new vehicle. She wants window tint. I don't think she'd walk into most window tint shops in the area, just because they're not that customer focused. They're not that friendly. They're a lot of times in a
It's strictly to the point. It's just,
and so we want to make a shop that anyone will feel comfortable walking into, right? Because if you go to like a lot of like car dealerships, right, you walk into, the BMW or the Cadillac shop, whatever, like it feels inviting no matter who you are.
Yep.
Right. That's the experience we're going for. We want everybody to be able to walk in, feel comfortable. We have a coffee bar in there. You can get something to drink. Like Tim said, we want to sit you down, see what your goals are for the car. We definitely cater to car enthusiasts, but you don't have to be a car enthusiast to have some work done on your car.
And who does the greeting when you walk in?
We have our, you'll probably see myself and Tim, as well as some of our other staff that work in the showroom.
Just for a short period of time until you two are off running. And then who's going to greet? I want to know who's going to greet me 6 months from now.
Oh, well, I mean, honestly, anyone on our team is being trained to know how to talk to the customers, work with them, document their needs. So this is location 1 that we're opening up on 1324 Sendero Ranch. Location 2 is going to be on 105 in front of the garage condos. And our goal is to have multiple locations. And so we need a repeatable model that I want it to be like McDonald's. I want you to have the same experience no matter which Bespoke you walk into. So all of our customers are going, or all of our employees are going through extensive training to make sure they understand, what questions to ask, what keywords to listen to, so that we can provide you the best service possible.
So that's you just said a key word, but it's really consistent that I think a lot of people miss with business, and it is listen to the customer.
Absolutely.
You've got to listen to your customer. You've got to repeat that back. You've got to understand and make sure that you're on the same page.
Well, and also there's education for the customer. There's a lot of customers out there who, they have a car, I need window tint, but they don't know anything about window tint. All they know is maybe what they've heard, right? This can help reduce the heat in my car. That's it. They don't know any difference, right? They don't understand that, certain window film might be better for certain rays, which, could help you with skin cancer, for example. So I mean, like there's a lot of education around these products, and, again, our goal is to educate our customers so that they're making the most informed decision possible.
The best thing about the day and age we live in is people can Google stuff or whatever you want to call it. They can search for it on the internet. So by the time they come to you, they know it all.
Yeah.
So again, though, but it's true, right? What in the world is that? I should not talk I shouldn't say that word.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm not saying it again. But they come in, they've already researched this. They know a lot already. So the way you interact with them, the listening part, and then the education for them going forth. And if you've got all the film there to show them or whatever it may be, the protection, ceramic coating, etc., for the cars, that's huge in getting them to agree to let you work on their cars,
But in some
or choose you as their provider.
But in some cases, too, you may find that it's not a good fit for both parties. And that's what where the listening comes in handy.
Absolutely.
Just because you have somebody coming in there doesn't mean that they're going to be a right fit for you. It has to work for both.
That's a two-way street, just as you mentioned.
Because you don't want every single person coming in.
That is true.
If they don't understand the education part, nor if they don't want to listen, they just want the price, then that might not be a good.
That's right.
You can send them on the way or refer them out. So that's important that people don't realize that as a customer. Hey, why are they turning me away? Well, it has to be good for both.
Yeah. So how long have you guys been in business with this particular business?
Well, so our first location for Bespoke Auto Pros will open 1st of October. And so this is a new endeavor for the car protection side of the business. We've been doing detailing since late last year.
Okay. And so first location opens. When's the second location scheduled to open?
That's going to be up to the city of Conroe.
Yeah.
We are waiting for permits, as a lot of folks are.
Hey, as long as you're not waiting for the water permit, I think you're good.
That is the exact
that's it.
permit that we're waiting for.
Or TABC.
What is it?
No, we have the land. We have the design. You can actually go see a YouTube video of a fly through virtually of what the space is going to look like. But we're just waiting on a permit. We're literally waiting on the city of Conroe to say yes, you can proceed forward. And then from that day, I would say about 6 months later, we'll have something on the ground.
Well, we're right here across the hall or across the lobby from
If
City
you know
Hall.
somebody,
I think they're fixing to meet. We can just storm over there when we're done
There's
here.
Bigfoot out there too. You can use them.
if you can put in a good word for us, there's a free car wash in it for you.
That's going to be up to Dick back here, our station manager. He knows those people. I don't.
But hey, it's gonna nice to have these folks out again at the Woodlands Car Club, Cars and
Oh yeah. It was good to have you guys out. Had your van right in front of us at
Yeah.
the.
Oh,
at
absolutely.
the
We love that
entrance
event. What's funny is I've been coming to that event for years because I've lived in the Woodlands since 2015. So, always been a favorite.
That's awesome. Well, we hope to partner with you guys, and especially for the grand opening too, to make that announcement at our event. If you have some flyers out or cards.
First location is where?
1324 Sendero Ranch Drive.
Sendera. Where is that at?
Well, Sendero Ranch is the road that has 7 names, right? So it's 2978 until it hits 1488.
Okay, I
And it
know
turns into
2978.
Tony Egypt.
Is it
And then-
Montgomery,
And then
Conroe?
right past Tony Egypt,
Montgomery.
it becomes Sendero Ranch, and then past Sendero Ranch, it becomes Fish Creek, and then after Fish Creek, it becomes Mecalis.
McCaleb, that's right.
Right, so
So then it dead ends into the lake, basically.
105. You got it.
Yeah,
So it's that road with many names right there.
yeah. And your second location on 105, where's that going to open at?
It's roughly 1 mile east of Fish Creek, of McCaleb Road.
Of McCaleb at 105.
That's correct. Yeah, you can basically, if you're standing on the building, you could see the lake, but it's not directly on the water.
Are you on the side where the lake is, or are you
South side.
South side.
Yeah,
south side? So
side
that's
where the
the
lake is.
across 105.
that is correct.
Let me hit the microphone there.
That is correct. Yes.
So okay, so I guess you're close to Rudy's barbecue down there, not too
Yeah,
far.
just a little bit past, past Rudy's.
Yeah,
It's going to be a great lunch spot.
yeah. It sounds like it. Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. But you guys are going to have are you going to have a cafe or anything at your location where you open over there?
The location on 1324 on Sendero does not have enough room for a cafe, but like I said, we do have a coffee bar, which is free to customers when they come in. So you come in, get a drink, get a water, get a Coke. If you're leaving your car with us, we actually have an area where you can set up a laptop, continue to work, or you can just watch one of the big screen TVs. We even have a sim racer in the
Oh boy.
in the showroom. So if if you're leaving your car with us for a little bit, you want to come in and do some laps.
Now
we have it for you.
now you got me. I may just come in,
Sure.
just do the laps.
Come by.
We'll have some. What's nice is we have a freestanding building, and we actually own the building next door for expansion. And so the parking lot's all ours. And so we're going to have events. For example, at the end of October, we're going to have a trunk or treat event. So the kids can come out and see some cars, get some candy.
Great.
And you'll probably see us out there on Saturday mornings sometime with different car clubs.
Yeah, that'll work out just wonderful.
Well, Randy likes biscuits. If I want to put that in the suggestion box for
Oh,
the
biscuits and gravy would be
You
great.
got to have biscuits and gravy,
Biscuits
man.
and gravy in the gravy bar.
We're in the South. We're in the South. I had biscuits and gravy last Sunday after
Now we're in an
TWCC.
omelet station.
bring your own biscuits.
That's right.
That's right.
Guys, how do folks get in touch with you?
Oh,
So bespokeautopros.com is our website. Has all our information there. We're also on Instagram as well as Bespoke Auto Pros. So
Facebook.
You've got a Facebook
yeah, we've got a
page as
Facebook
well?
page as well for Bespoke Auto Pros.
YouTube channel. They're all the same. Bespoke Auto Pros.
I guess if they go to the website, they
can get the links to
all the other links there.
They can.
What about a phone number? Anyone want to give out the cell phone?
832-930-9363.
832-960-930.
930.
832-930-9363.
9363. Yeah.
All right.
You know where the 930 came from?
Yeah.
That's my favorite Porsche.
Ah,
80s 930 Turbo.
there you go.
That awesome.
You actually might see one on the showroom floor.
It could be one in there.
Good. Oh, and
Wonder how that happened.
Right? Who knows?
They're going to do a special invitation for the Woodlands Car Club, Cars and Coffee, to come out to do a tour, a private tour.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're going to have a couple of open houses when we open.
So we have to have you at the setup table where we're at, checking people in.
Absolutely.
We hand out, you guys can hand out the flyers.
And biscuits.
And the biscuits.
Most people like donuts, but we'll be sure.
I don't
to
know. I'm a
bring
biscuits and gravy kind of a guy too. I can do biscuits and gravy.
Let's do it, man. It falls right in line with your healthcare background. Right?
Exactly. You know,
Let me do some healthcare
job
consulting
security
with you.
Exactly. Job security.
That's right. That's great. Well, we've got Tim, we've got Jason, and we appreciate you guys coming in from Bespoke Automotive. It's actually Bespoke Auto Pros. Auto Pros.
Appreciate you having us out.
Yeah, no,
Absolutely.
thank you guys.
so much for taking the time.
I guess we'll see you at TWCC again as well.
Absolutely.
As well as at your facility.
One will, sir.
We're going to get out of here for some station identification. This is Cruisin Car Club Talk on 104.5 and 106.1 FM, or for those Globetrotters out there, we can be streamed anywhere on earth at irlonestar.com, or specific to our show, irlonestar.com/CCCT, on Facebook or on YouTube. I'm Randy Weldon. Robert Helmer's missing, but we've got Dana Pritchard in the studio with us. Good to have you back, Dana.
Thank
you. And we'll be back shortly.
Car enthusiasts of Conroe, FM 104.5 and 106.1 Lone Star Community Radio invites you to shift into gear every Monday from 1 to 2 with Cruisin Car Club Talk with Robert and Randy for news on all things automotive in the greater Houston-Conroe area. Can't make a live show? We've got you covered. You can find all of our uncut content, including full episodes on Spotify, iTunes, Play Store, YouTube, Facebook, and irlonestar.com. Again, that's Mondays 1 to 2, Cruisin Car Club Talk with Robert and Randy. See you there.
Welcome back. Hey, this segment, those guys were great that just came on from Bespoke, weren't they? This segment, though, we actually shot some video at TWCC, and we had Darren Klingbeil. And he had his truck on site this past weekend, the F100, and he talks about his food trailer. So we're going to go ahead and go to the video and watch that for a second, and then we'll come back for the rest of the show.
Adrian, so much for always helping us out, and Naomi too, but really Darren and Adrian, thank you so much. We appreciate you guys.
Yep, they do good out there.
Yes, they help out.
Well, let's watch the video.
Okay.
charity of the month, and this is your card to get in. And my doorman has opened the door for you, has opened the gate for you, so you're good.
Little bit of a promo for Cruisin Car Club Talk on Lone Star Community Radio at 104.5, 106.1 FM with Robert, Randy, and Dana. That's Robert Helmer over there. I'm Randy Weldon. This is Dana Pritchard. And Dana, introduce yourself, man.
I'm Darren. I'm an active participant in Cars and Coffee of the Woodlands.
Hey, not only that, Darren's got his what is that, an F-150?
67 F100.
F-100.
And notice how we said it right. It's always cars before coffee.
It is cars before coffee. That's right.
Slapped in the back of the head.
That's always cars.
We do this first Sunday of every month, rain or shine. Matter of fact, we've been out here in the snow, too, in the sleet. So.
Yep. And this is our last
And it's pouring down rain also.
Our last Sunday donations will go to Mosaics, a mental health organization and substance abuse that's helped a lot of people in our community.
Everyone sitting at the table, we have all mental health issues, so.
Come join us.
Yeah, come on in.
You feel like we need the donations.
That's right.
Oh, look, you're taking it somewhere else, and I was trying to be serious about this.
Well, we're being serious. We're here for charity donations. Mosaics this quarter is the charity that the
Sunday for that quarter.
All right.
Friends of Justice is our spotlight charity.
All right. Well, as far as Cruisin Car Club talk goes, though, you've got your F-100 out here, Darren. But you don't come out and just do car shows.
No.
You actually have a food truck that you take out to various events as well. Tell us a little bit about that, because that's new.
Yes, wife and I have a food trailer that we run around town called Texas Twisted Eats and Sweets. Serve up gourmet hot dogs, bowls, homemade desserts, all kinds of good stuff. It's a bright big trailer. You can't miss us. Keep your eyes open for it. If you ever see it, come on in. We'll fix you up a nice meal.
And what's the next event on the calendar?
Next event on the calendar is actually this afternoon out at Thousand Trails RV Resort up in Conroe, right by the lake. We're going to be out there from 4 to 8. We've got some events lined up next weekend in the surrounding area. We'll try and stick in the Montgomery County area right now.
Which is a large area.
Very large. And the competition is
fierce.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
So you dress all in pink and stand in the trailer? Is that?
That's only at home.
That's a.
Not out. Not allowed out in public.
So can you tell us a little bit about the truck?
Yeah, sure. We've had it for a little over a year. Purchased it from the gentleman that lived out in St. Petersburg, Florida. He had owned it for 25 years, did a full frame-off restoration on it. I'm actually the third owner of the truck, so it hadn't been in too many hands. Originally started out as a 6-cylinder, 3-speed truck. And
an engine swap on that, huh?
Yeah, it's got a 351 Windsor in it now, automatic transmission, got a little bit of get up and go to it.
That looks like it.
It's been fun so far. It's an older restoration. I do have some plans for it, so just trying to take care of some.
So you got some ideas of what you want to do to upgrade it a little bit?
Yes. Yeah. We've just about got the interior done. We've redone the entire interior. Adrian's mother we used to do upholstery work on European cars in earlier years.
Yeah.
She did tons of reupholstery work.
Oh, that's nice.
Truly custom and one of a kind on here. Yes.
Well, we've got David Miney behind the camera, our video producer. He is, hey, can we get you to slide back? Just thank you, man. Everything live. That's the way it goes when you're live. But David, when we get done here, he'll probably go over. He's going to take some still shots to get a picture of your truck. we can post that as a part of this little interview here. But we appreciate you bringing that out, Darren. And where are you at again after this event?
After this event,
Today.
we're heading back home, and then we'll be out at Thousand Trails RV Resort with the trailer, serving up some good grub for dinner.
So good grub.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. I guess we can take a break.
Well, I guess so. So we'll bring this into one of our next podcasts, but we should be scheduling some recording in the studio with Dana, Robert, and myself here soon at Lone Star Community Radio on 104.5 and 106.1 FM, or you can find us by streaming on Facebook, YouTube, iHeart, Spotify, you name it, we're out there. Just look for us at irlonestar.com/CCCT.
Yeah.
You got it right, Randy.
Finally.
Found a 10 in there, all at 5. I found a 10. Found a 10. There you go.
Great.
All right, thank you. Cut.
What a guarantee.
If I was God, I can tell you, but
I thought you would have gone it.
no. Oh, well, I mean, I could be. That'd be great.
It should be back Friday.
30?
Yeah.
Okay. You made it. There's a 20.
What about it? I think we should go back.
Nice.
The tiny thing. You probably won't when I'm down and die.
Hi, how are you today?
And how much is it?
Whatever denomination you want to give. You can give $1. I don't care. You can give change.
I got a bitch in my pocket.
Hey, I understand that. Yep, that's fine. You can do that. And let me give you this. Is this your first time here?
Yeah, I saw you have to do it.
Okay, so what I need for you to do is whenever I give you this, come back up. I need you to fill out a waiver, okay? It's just a thing just saying that you were here. So come back up to the table and we'll have you fill out a form, okay?
How do I park?
You'll just find a parking spot anywhere. Make sure you put this on your dash, okay? Good morning. How you doing? Awesome. All right, there's the charity of the month. This is an event. There's an event on both sides. It's RSVP only. All right, and then here is your pass to get in. Put it on your dash, okay? Thank you.
I'm wanting that in.
Morning. Good. How are you doing? Is this your first time?
Yep.
He's like, yes. Okay, so what I want you to do is I'm going to have you go through, I'm going to have you park, and then come back up here to the table, and you're going to fill out a form.
Okay.
Okay, real quick, and then when you do that, you'll just give like a denomination of any for the charity, and then we'll give you a pass. I'm going to give you a card, and you put on your desk.
It's drawing your gaze. Oh, Superman. Then I thought I think you well on the appear experience. Smart you die. I send this. What I like you. Why, but everything. Fine, I got you. Them together in a base. Serious. Some good. I'm going to sit and I'm going to sing what you're singing. I'm going to do it. That's a bit. I do. I just start you just fucking close name and sit pat. That's all that. Come to let's get one trade and in to the registered asset. Just slept it here. When you got registered. Check it in. Clean up this thing. We think that you know the just doing it.
While the scent with organic freedom for the devil, it is written slow. It's a journal tax. Looking at ideas, my God, lost something. It's honest to be good, sister. Like they drove it up, like we're in the suit. What did they call? Which I walk. Yes. Why do you stop?
We're supposed to weapon on. It wasn't hot.
That's right, David. Yes. Yeah. Honest, if I thought I got me out of there. I think, bye. Seven. The two sounds.
And that's it for this episode of Cruisin' Car Club Talk. It was a great video. I hope everybody enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was a nice hot day.
It wasn't too bad, actually. We had a nice little breeze out there, yeah. I'm Randy Weldon. Robert Hilmer is missing from this week's studio. We've got Dana Pritchard with us, and sequestered back in the sound booth / safe room is our sound engineer and producer, Dick Schischler. But we are about to get out of here because we've run our time limit, and we are broadcasting from the studios at Lone Star Community Radio at 104.5 and 106.1 FM. Or if you've migrated or traveled or whatever you've done outside the listening area, we can be streamed around the world on irlonestar.com/CCCT. If you just want the radio station, it's irlonestar.com. But you can also find us on YouTube and on Facebook. And we'll see you on the next episode.
Cheers.
We can do it.